Hey, hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you can hear me okay. As you can see, look at this. I got me a fitness watch. Okay, today I didn't really do nothing. If you can see, let me focus it. Let me see. I'm trying to focus it so y'all can see. I only walked 5,000 steps, if y'all can see. And I burned like, hold on a second. Like, that's the number of steps I walked. 5,000 something. And the calories I burned plus miles that I walked and stuff. All right, so let's break it down. Today was not a good, last week I started eating healthy and I was just gonna eat vegetables, but I think I need something. I've been like, I don't know if this has ever happened to you before, because it started last week when I think it was Wednesday or Tuesday. I think it was Wednesday. And I was like, okay, I gotta get locked in. I'm gonna eat right. And I was thinking, okay, for the next 3 months, I'm gonna just eat straight vegetables and drink water, of course. And if I wanted something like other than water, I was gonna drink plain coffee, maybe a little bit of milk. And for breakfast, I was just gonna do eggs and boiled eggs. Precisely. And that lasted like a few days. And yeah, it didn't last long. So I need to eat healthy food that's not only good, like healthy, good wise, but also tastes good. Something that I can maintain long term. And also I noticed that when I was looking at the seasonings last week that my mom has, and even seasonings that I have, I noticed that if it's not paprika I'm talking about the paprika I have. I don't know about the paprika. Well, the paprika, what is it, paprika? The hot seasoning. I noticed that the paprika and pepper, they don't have salt in them. The seasoning I have. Now, you might have seasoning and it might have salt in it. Or there are seasonings that have salt or sugar in it. And I was just like, I've been putting this on my food, salt and sugar, thinking I'm eating healthy, and I'm putting salt and sugar on my food. So it's just like, that's wrapped in a seasoning bottle. So I'm just like, okay, I gotta fix that. I gotta switch it up. So I gotta figure out tomorrow, in like 20 minutes it'll be tomorrow, because after I do this video, I'm probably gonna upload it, and then I'm gonna go to bed because I need to get up early tomorrow. I gotta set doctor appointments and stuff like that. I have to I'm going to the gym tomorrow. As you can see, look at this piercing. Last week I got a tattoo behind my neck and I got a piercing, and the tattoo's like effing up, so I gotta go get that fixed tomorrow. And then I gotta get another bead for this piercing, or they might put a new piercing in, which I hope they don't do. But I kept this in so it doesn't close up, or it doesn't I don't want to have to get it repunctured. I don't want to have to deal with that. But yeah, I don't want to have to deal with that. So that's pretty much it. So tomorrow, I know it's October 1st today, but tomorrow is going to be my real weight loss journey start. I'm going grocery shopping. I'm going to be meal prepping. I'm going to try to buy enough groceries to last me this week and next week. Well, not this week, but next week and the week after. I'm going to try to buy enough. I'm going to be eating like fish and vegetables, maybe chicken, fish, vegetable, chicken, whatever I can get a lot for, like money wise. I'm not trying to spend over 100. I'm trying to spend like 100 or less, like 100, that's it, to last me 2 weeks. I'm trying to cut, and there's people like I was seeing. That's why I said on my Instagram, if y'all noticed that, like I'm like, dang, I'm trying to lose weight, and then I start seeing a whole bunch of reels on how to lose weight, how when you're on the treadmill, how to burn fat versus what to do versus what not to do to burn fat. I was just seeing a whole bunch of reels on my Instagram. I wish I could post them, but like different people doing different workout routines. So that's really encouraging. So after I go, I'm going to start tracking my journey on YouTube, and I'm going to start doing it on Instagram. And I might get a Snapchat back, and I'm also going to put it on TikTok. I'm going to start tracking my workout journey, like day 1, day 2, and also something to keep me consistent. I need something to keep me accountable, something to keep me consistent. So on the days I'm not showing up, people will be like, hey, Izzy, you didn't post today, And also trying to get my hair growth. As you can see, my lock journey, this is how long my hair is. I want it to be longer, but and this is me. Like, if you can see me, this is me. I'm a big girl. Like, well, I'm not big, but this is the biggest I've ever been. So I'm really trying to lose weight. And today I only did 5,000 steps. Well, technically I only walked like 2,000. Well, no, I did 5,000 because I was up this morning, Thursday morning for work. So yeah, I did 5,000. So if I would have went to the gym, I probably would have made it to 10,000. But when the bus didn't come, I was just like, F it. But I'm not going to be doing that next week. If the bus don't come next week, my ass is going to be walking to the gym. I don't care if it's 5, 6, I'm walking to the gym. Unless it's like brutally cold outside. I could take the heat. I've walked, in the heat. As long as I got water, I'm good. But if it's like brutally cold, because winter is coming up, then I'm not doing it. But I'm going to find a way to the gym. Even if it's, or I might, during those times, decide to take an Uber. But yeah. Another thing that I wanted to discuss is, I want to be real, raw, and honest with you. Well, some people that graduate college, they come out of college with a bunch of friends, and maybe it fizzles out as the years progress because, you do your thing, you doing your thing, they doing their thing, or y'all not in the same country, or not in the same state, or y'all in the same state, but y'all like 2-3 hours apart. It's various different reasons, but for me, I didn't make a whole lot of friends in college, and I did try with friendships, but they just didn't work out. Of course, my psychotic break. It's just, I think I mentioned, I don't want to touch too deep into that. If you want to know more about that, go back to the Edge of Greatness series, or just go back to previous videos. But specifically the Edge of Greatness series, because I break down a lot of what happened, and maybe I'll talk about it more in the future. But now that I'm a graduate of Pittsburgh State University, the friends that I do have, you know who they are. Y'all know who y'all are. So if other people, they mention, oh, I'm her friend, I'm like, I'm not including you. The people that I'm talking about is like 3 people. Like 3 people. And if y'all can't think who y'all are, then I'm just like, or if it's other people that's coming out the woodwork, like, I'm your friend, I'm gonna be like, oh, you don't text me, you don't call me, so. But I'm talking about these people. And I think it was last week, or it was sometime this week, I deleted all their numbers. And the reason why I deleted their numbers was because, and I did something to somebody else, but I'm not going to say that. But I deleted their numbers because I noticed that if it wasn't for me, since graduating college, I'm not talking about during college, if I didn't text them first, or if I didn't volunteer to hang out, or if I didn't, communicate, they wouldn't hang out with me. And some of those people, they live within the area. They live like the most that they live away is like 40 minutes or less. Probably 30 minutes or less. And, they don't come and hang out with me and all that. And yeah, I know I don't have a car, but they don't say, hey, Izzy, let's meet up somewhere. And I could Uber there. If it's reasonable, if the price is reasonable, or if it's a location, like say if it's the Legends, I can Uber to the Legends, or there's a bus that takes you directly out to the Legends from where I am. So there's no compromises. And, it hurts my feelings because my mom says they're your friends, but they don't want to hang out with you. So I was just like, and then I asked one of my friends, I texted him, I said, hey, do you want to go out to eat this weekend? Even though I'm trying to lose weight and all that. I just was trying to find something to do. And I was like, and I was thinking, should I delete their number or should I wait until they respond? So I was like, F it, I'm going to just delete their number. Did they respond? No. So I'm just like, am I holding on to people that it's time to let go of? And I don't want to hold on to people that don't really value my friendship or don't see the importance in being friends with me. So, right, and I'm like, I'm starting a new chapter in my life. And the next 3 months, I'm trying to lose 60 pounds, but I'm going to say 40 pounds. So that means 10 to 15 pounds. Yeah, about 10 to 15 pounds a month. 10 to 15 pounds. So between 30 and 40 pounds. If I lose that much weight, I'll probably be at 170, probably 160, or less than that. And then I'm going to keep going. And I have to make meals that are delicious. And another thing that I've learned about me is I don't like working out on the days that I work. I work 10-hour shifts, and it would be different if I worked 10-hour shifts and it was from early in the morning and I got off at 5 and even. I work in the evening and I get off in the morning, the next day. So I'm not telling y'all my schedule. Y'all figure it out yourself. So when that schedule, by the time I get home, it's like early morning into the next day. So like, so basically, and then I can't just hop in my car and head straight home. And even if I hop in my car and head straight home, so like before I go to the gym, I like to shower, especially if I've been on my feet for 10 hours. That's what I mean. I have to shower in the morning. I have to make sure my clothes are ready. You know, I have to set it out. So by the time, by the time I sleep, I only sleep for like maybe 4 or 5 hours. Like I need a good 8 hours, and if I slept 8 hours, like, if I work 10 hours, that means I only got 14 hours left, right? So, it takes me 2 hours just to, settle down, shower, settle down. If I'm scrolling on my phone, and just relax and actually go to sleep. So that leaves me with 12 hours. It takes me about an hour to get to work. So I think and then if I have to take the bus, that takes time, and then I have to follow the bus schedule. So when my days I work, I just want to work, chill, sleep, and just go to work. So since I'm not working a second job as of now, I really want to focus on, on my days off, doing hardcore workouts. So, that's typically going to be on my days off. So that's about 4 days a week. Well, technically it's 3, but I'm including the day before, because my work week starts Sunday. So I'm including after I go to church, maybe go to the gym, do an hour of cardio, or like do something, maybe do a quick hard hit hour workout. And that'll make that 3 days turn into 4 days instead of it just being 3 days a week. Now, some days it might just be 3 days a week, but I'm going to try to push for 4 days. And so this week is only going to be 3 days because I didn't work out today. But next week and the following weeks to come, it will be 4 days. And even when I don't want to go to the gym, I'm going to go to the gym. Today was just like, and then also this morning, like, if y'all saw what I was eating, I was just like, what's the point of me working out today? Like, I don't know. That's how I get. Like, when I don't eat right, when I'm not eating right, it's like, what's the point of working out? Because working out and eating right go hand in hand. You can't just eat right and not work out, and then, well, I mean, you could eat right and not work out. I mean, you get away with that. But for good results, they both go hand in hand. You need to eat right, work out. And you can't just work out and not eat right. Now, once your body gets into immaculate shape, you can eat out from time to time, eat bad foods from time to time. But if you eat bad foods every single day, I bet you if you eat bad foods every single day plus working out, in your regular schedule and all that, I bet you 2, 3, maybe up to 5 months, you probably would have gained, even if you didn't lose your muscle mass, you probably would have gained 10 or 15 pounds, or maybe even 5, whatever seems like too much to you. So yeah, so on this journey of October, well, I have somebody I'm talking to, but I don't know if that's going anywhere. Should I mention it? I'm going to mention it to you guys. And the only reason why I'm mentioning it is because this is my YouTube. This is my journey. And I kind of want y'all to know. Like, I want to know myself. Like, because this is going to be a new chapter. The other chapter only got like 2, 3 videos, maybe 4. Which is September. So every month will be a new chapter. I will try to post regularly. And I'm also going to post my workouts. But yeah, what I'm trying to mention is I am talking to a boy. I met him at my job. How much should I reveal? I will say this. You guys can, he might see this video one day. I hope he don't. But I just say this. The biggest thing that I don't like is his age. Because everything else, like, I just see him as a person, like, that's trying to make it just like me. And it's his age. And it's like, dang, you like somebody or you interested in somebody, but their age. And then you be like, and like, y'all can figure that out. They'll be like, y'all can think he might be older, he might be younger. So y'all can figure that out. But like, I will tell y'all this, as of now, I'm 24. So y'all can figure it out, like, is she talking about older or is she talking about younger? And then how many years? But I'm not telling y'all any more than that. Now, later on, depending on how this stuff plays out, because I already told y'all about my college stuff. Depending on how this stuff plays out, I will tell you guys, if we're still talking. If we're not, then I will still tell you guys, like, maybe how it ended. I wouldn't tell you how it ended, but I would tell you the age. Like, you know. But yeah, so, and yeah, it just makes me nervous. I don't know. But he seemed like a cool guy. Like, even if we, like, I don't, because of his age, like, I don't know, like, but I do see we could be cool. We could be friends, or we could kick it and just get to know each other. And then who knows what will happen down the line. Or I might find somebody else. Who knows? So, yeah. That's what I want to tell you. So, if y'all go some video back and I was like, I got something to say, this is what I was trying to say. And I'm not talking about way back. I'm talking about the videos that I posted since September. So, yeah. So y'all like saying, so Izzy, if he wasn't whatever age he is, you would go for him? I said, I would go for him. It was just his age. It's just his age, man. It's just his age. And also another part, because of his age, like, I feel like he has yet a lot to experience in life. And I feel like y'all can figure this out yourself, but I feel like he has a lot to experience, and he is legal. I gotta say that too. But I feel like he has a lot to experience in life, and the mindset that I am in at the age of 24 is I'm trying to get my shit together. I'm not saying that he's not, but I'm thinking by the time I'm 30, hopefully, I want something serious when it comes to a relationship. I don't want to just a fling. I'm not like, okay, I'm being nasty. If y'all see this is nasty, but instead of me going out and sleeping with 10, 15, 20 different dudes, or even just having a one night stand, I'd rather just use a dildo, you know. And I'm not talking about them gigantic dildos. You can just have well, I don't know what y'all think is gigantic. Mine's it's like, what, 6 inches? So, like, that's what I'm saying. I'd rather just use a dildo that I know I'm not gonna get a soul tie to, even if it doesn't do it, like, it's not immaculate, but I'd rather do that than just sleep around with a bunch of dudes, because it just creating soul ties, for me, babies, STDs, and I don't want to be another baby mama. I want to be married, and I need somebody that's gonna be serious, you know, that somebody that I could trust. And also, I talked about my first relationship, which wasn't love. It was sex, meaning, like, when we had sex, it wasn't making love, it was sex. I don't know if anybody ever experienced that, and I never orgasmed. So when I have sex with the next man, I want that man to be my husband. I want us to have a future, and I just think he has to experience more life. And for him to say, I know he probably is attracted to me, but I'm like, he has more to experience. There would probably be another girl that come along that's closer to his age, and then he just hasn't, he sees me, but he has yet to see the world. He has to, and I said, wait till you turn this age and let's see if you still around. I literally said that, and he was like, bet. And I was just like, okay. But I just feel like he just needs to experience more, like, see more, and not just, And also, another thing is, I wouldn't tell him this, but I'm not at a place where I'm very happy with myself. And when I do meet somebody, like, whether now or later, or hopefully not now, well, I guess I met him. Well, I didn't, and that's another thing. That's nice to have somebody that's attracted to you when you don't feel attractive yourself. I'm not at a place where I'm at the peak of my attraction. If you go back down to my very first video where my dreads were longer, I was smaller, eyebrows were done, everything was, I had braces too. If you go all the way down to that video, that's where I want to be. I'm trying to lose the weight. My hair, of course, it'll grow in due time. I'm getting my eyebrows done tomorrow. I'm getting, piercings and stuff, and I got to get this tattoo fixed. I'm trying to get back, and I'm getting glasses. I'm trying to get braces next year. I want to be in a better place to where I'm happy about where I'm at, not just because a man sees me and says, oh, I feel like you're attractive. No, I want to feel attractive. I want to be happy for myself. I'll like, you know, I want to be happy about who Izzy is and who Izzy is becoming. Every day that I have, I want it to be productive. Like, I want to know that as I'm growing my garden, which is me. So by growing my garden, I have to eat right. I have to sleep right. That's why I like to sleep on my days that I work. I have to get my nails and my toes done, get my hair done, you know. I'm not in a good place because I'm still at my mama's house. Like, I want to have a car. I want to have an apartment. Like, there's certain things that I want about my life. So in a way, I do feel inadequate. You can call me insecure if you want to, but now I'm not insecure enough that I'm going to just be chasing after niggas. No, I'm not. Nah, I'd rather, like I said, use a dildo. If I get horny enough, which I haven't really felt horny, but you know, if I feel it, then okay. But if I don't, it is what it is. Instead of just being so desperate enough going to the club and just sleeping with anybody just because they said, hey, let's get it on. I'm like, yeah, I'll get it on at home with my dildo. I'm so funny. But I'm just saying that to ladies out there too, like, you know, just keep your, that's a way of keeping your legs closed, or using dildo, or just don't. And practice discipline. And just like by keeping your legs closed, is just like by eating healthy, you know, because you got to watch what you putting in down there, you know, like when it comes to like the male species. And I'm talking like that and I'm using a dildo. Kind of like a hypocrite, you know. So okay, and y'all might be like, why do you need braces? You don't see this little gap down there? Like, I'm keeping a big gap, but you know, I want anybody to see those. I hope by the time I'm 25, a year from now, so this is October, so by the time next year October comes around, I want to have an apartment, a car. I want to lose about 60 pounds. Well, yeah, 60 pounds. Oh, of course my hair gonna be longer. I already know my hair gonna be longer. I want just certain goals for myself that I want to set in place. So, yeah. And I'm thinking about posting it, but I don't know if I want to just move in silence, and a lot of people don't need to know. They can see I'd rather them see my elevation. And maybe when that day comes around October, they'll see like, dang, Izzy really blew the fuck up, you know? But no hard feelings to those friends that I mentioned. You know, I know life gets in the way, and if I wasn't the friend for you, I'm okay with that. I just don't want to hold on to bricks. I did that analogy like you're constantly holding on to these bricks to your back of your supposed friends, or it could be relatives or a relationship, and you're constantly holding on to those bricks, but those bricks are not helping you. It's like they're dead weight. So I'm holding on to all these friends, these relationships, family members that like I care too much about, but they don't care enough to text or call, or to the point they can text or call, but they don't care enough to actually be active and hang out with you or invite you places. And you always feel like you're a burden, and that's what I feel like. I'm a burden. So I just slowly let myself away. And I also said that if they text me, like those few people text me between here and now, I will add their number back, and I will, you know, continue to be friends with them. But as of now, I'm just cutting away the bricks, or like letting go of the bricks instead, because you can't cut, well, you can break a brick, but I'm just letting it go. So it hurts, you know. I really want to walk 20,000 steps, but that's kind of hard, like, man. And if I do work out on my day, I mean, I might consider working out on my days. If I do work out on my days on, I think I'm just going to do an hour of cardio. I think that's what I would do. So instead of me not working out on my days off, I have enough time to do an hour of cardio. That means I can get to the gym like around 2, you know, or a little before 2, and then work out for an hour, take a shower, and then be ready to go to work. I think I will. I will do an hour of cardio because I'm really serious about losing this weight. An hour of cardio, the speed I go at, I burn about 800 calories, and that would help with getting my steps up to 10,000 a day. And I could just do an hour of cardio on my days off. I could do more cardio plus muscle groups. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do an hour of cardio on my days on, and then on my days off, I'll do cardio plus like workouts. So I'm not at the gym all day. But that's pretty much my life up to this point. I told y'all about the guy. I don't know. I told him, I said, you know, you're one, like, I revealed something deep to him, and I told him that because he told me something. I'm not telling y'all what he said. I'm not telling y'all, that's too much business. But, you know, I was like, the reason why I didn't tell him before is because I'm, you know, I can't tell y'all, but I didn't tell him before until he said something and it made me have to bring it up. And I was just like, the reason why I didn't want to tell him is because, you know, if this goes somewhere, if it don't go anywhere, it's just like, you know, I was just gonna cut it off and just leave it alone. So let's see. I'm gonna, you know, let's see how the rest of this year goes, you know. But in the meantime, and I talked to a lady at my job, she knows who I'm talking about, and she told me, like, she was, you know, she told me, I told her about me being lonely, and she just said, you know, when she was like my age and she had experienced that, she embraced it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to embrace it instead of just willing in silence, because God's going to send me my friends, a boyfriend, potentially a husband in due time. But in the meantime, it's my job to get in position. It's my job to get ready. You know, it's my job to get out, explore the world. I can't just be sitting in here depressed, eating cookies and McDonald's, Gold Chicken, Gold, Taco. Well, I don't really eat Taco Bell. Well, I did have Taco Bell. Because I'm thinking about the Bear tacos I eat. They're not from Taco Bell. But I can't just be sitting around eating my life away. Then I was thinking to myself, while I was scrolling through Instagram and I was looking at the fitness and stuff, I was seeing people on my 500 pounds life. And I'm like, Izzy, if you keep on wallowing in depression, you're not going to even be able to work your job. You're going to be at your mama's house weighing over 500 pounds, talking about yesteryears. So, yeah, like, I got to get up, do them squats, get this ass right. But, okay, let me grab. I am so dead. All right, so yeah, I don't think he'll ever see this video. But see, I don't, you know, it's not really for him. But if he sees it, then oh, it's the cat's out back. But this video is more for me tracking my journey, because this is Izzy's diary. So if I had a diary, I'd write this. But in my diary, I'd probably be a little bit more explicit about the descriptions and stuff. But it's cute. I will say one more, like, I'm not gonna say that. That's too much. I'll tell y'all later. But yeah. But if he do see this, one thing I think he should, like, change, he need to get his hair done. he need to get his hair done. That's one thing I would say. That's the only thing I would say. Just get your hair done, dude. Get your hair done. But even though his hair not even done, he's still cute. He's still cute. He's not ugly. He's cute. He's cute even though his hair not done. Oh, and well, besides telling you guys this, I've only told one person, and she know who she is. I'm not telling my moms, because, or my cousin or any other family member. I mean, I kind of vowed to myself, unless they see this video, I don't really want to involve people in my relationship business when I'm with a guy, even friends. If I had those friends now, or if I make new friends, or I'd rather, you know, assess the guy, because you know how you have, say you have 5 different guys in your phone right now, 5 or maybe more, and say one of those guys, you was interested in all those guys. Where's the bugs? I'm off. Ugh, get out of here. And you were interested in this guy or these guys, and then one popped out and he was really cute, and you said, oh, I'm gonna, after 6 months, you show him to your family, your friends, you tell your friends, your family, or before that, and then 6 months later, y'all end up breaking up. And then that cycle repeats itself. You go to the next guy, y'all in a relationship, you introduce them to your family. By the time they get to see the 5th guy, they're like, okay, here we go again. They already know the script. 6 months later, I don't want to be like that. Like, when I introduce a guy to my family, I want this to be like, he is the one. So when I reveal him, and he will be the one. At that point, I'm probably his fiance. I don't want to just be bringing people around, my nephews and family and all that. And I had a friend from a long time ago. She had a boyfriend. They're not together now. But we're not friends anymore. That ship sailed. But I remember her bringing up, oh, I want to invite him to meet my family. But after my first relationship, I was just like, nah, don't do that. Like, wait, assess this man. Make sure he's the one for you before you start introducing him to your family and stuff. And then 6 months later, y'all break up. or whatever. And another thing, I don't want to bring it up to my family or friends and stuff because I don't want their opinions assessing my judgment. Now, I did tell one person because she told me something and it scared me because I don't know if she's going to lose her life or not. And I don't want to, she passed away and then I'm like, if something happened, I'm like, dang, I should have told her. So I did tell one person, but I don't want to go and tell everybody because that's what I struggled with my last relationship is I would tell everybody my business. You know, every time something happened, I would go run to my friends, family, cousin, whatever have you. And you even if you're not married, I got you. I know I killed a bug, but even though it was a moth, even though you're not supposed to be sharing everybody, even if y'all just boyfriend and girlfriend, you're not supposed to, unless he putting his hands on you or unless he cheated on you. But even if he cheated on you, y'all need to work that together in silence. And you're like, why? I'm gonna be like, because you might still want to be with that man. And y'all know how y'all women are. He be cheating, and then your friends tell you, you still stay. And I've had women ask me, women ask me, hey, did he cheat on me? And I'm like, what's the point of me telling you? Like, I didn't say that out verbatim out loud, but the next day they still with him. So y'all need to handle y'all disputes in silence, you know, and have maybe one person know, or nobody at all. Or keep it, that one person could just be God. Keep it between it, you know. So I actually have two people, the person that knows and God. So keep that between them two people, and don't say nothing to your friends, your family, your brother, whoever you don't want to, you know, and just figure it out yourself. Figure it out yourself between those two people. Pray about it constantly. And then when it happens, like, yeah, and then you see where it goes. And if it goes nowhere, you saved yourself from, you know, your family knowing, everybody knowing your business. If it do go somewhere, you know, it goes somewhere. But treat your relationship, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, whether, you know, like it's a house. Boyfriend, girlfriend, like it's a house. You know, keep it private. If when things happen, now if he puts his hands on you, I don't advise you to stay in that situation. If he cheat on you, I don't advise you to stay. But I know I'm a woman. I know you a woman. When a man cheat, I don't even know how to react to that. So, because I mean, but there are some women who stay. I don't know until it actually happened to me, but my right mind will tell me I probably will leave that man, even if I'm really in love, because you have to love yourself more than you love that man, and especially if he don't love you enough and he cheats on you. So, but yeah, this is the month of October. I'm scared to get on the scale. So after a month, at the end of October 31st, I'm not eating out. Like I had planned, well, I'm gonna eat out in November, but I don't know how much I weigh now. But on October 31st, early in the morning when I get, probably, because it's a Friday, so probably when I wake up, first time I wake up early in the morning, I'm probably going to get on that scale and I'm going to reveal to you how much I weigh. So let's see how much I am. If hopefully it's like, I hope it's like 180, 185. If it's 185, I would be happy. Yeah, I don't know. I would be happy because I'm going to be happy if it's 180, 185. Because if it's 180, I'm going to be like, okay, cool. 10 more pounds to 170, 10 more pounds to 160, 10 more pounds to 150. And if I get to 160, I'm going to F it up and go eat like something. Like I really want some lamb chops and a baked potato. I really want some lamb chops and a baked potato. But, so, I don't know. That's what I've been craving. Like for the last, my fat ass, I want lamb chops and a baked potato. And the last time I went to a restaurant, they had lamb chops. Them shit didn't have no seasoning. My fat ass twitched. And they asked me, they was like, and I'm joking, because, you know, because I like food. So when I say fat ass, doesn't mean I'm literally like fat. Well, because even when I was skinny, that was when I was smaller. I was less than that at that point. But I still call myself fat ass because I like to eat. So, and it's nothing against people, you know, it's just I'm referring to myself. So, I better bump off. But yeah, so they didn't taste good. And I remember the person like, so did you like your lamb chops? You know how people in your restaurant like, did you like your lamb chops? And I was like, yeah. And in my head, I'm like, no ho, I didn't like this shit. But me, like, it was good enough to eat. But like, if I had to rate on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say about a 3, maybe a 4. But it was below 5 because it didn't have no seasoning, taste, and it was tough. Like it wasn't tender, like falling off the bone. It was tough, and it was flavorless. The potatoes were flavorless, everything. And that's why I say I'm a fat ass, because bitch, why you eat that shit? And then I think I ate it because I still had to pay for it. And you know, I think at that point in time I already had paid for it before I got the meal. So it's just like, I didn't want to have to go through that dispute, like, hey, I don't like this, can I just get it? I didn't want to have to go through all that. The dessert was better than the food, and if the dessert is better than the food, it's just like, But yeah, so this video is a long ass video. I guess I'm just catching y'all up on a lot of things. So yeah, so besides getting 10,000 steps a day, doing cardio, steps, losing the weight, like, October is about to be one hell of a month. Yeah. And oh, I'm getting my hair done this month. I'm getting my eyebrows done tomorrow. So you already know I'm going to have an eyebrow. I'm going to post my eyebrows on my YouTube channel. I'm going to have that. So that's going to be, I'm going to get them done every 2 weeks. I'm not getting the tint this time, but I think once I get my hair done, I will get a tint for my eyebrows. I really don't want to get a tint because tints last like a day or two. You'd have to literally get your shit tinted. Well, with a tint that people use that have used on my eyebrows, they last like a fucking, look at me playing with my hair. They last like a fucking, I gotta stop cussing, but they last like 2-3 days, 3 days max, and they gone. But yeah, if you want to see how I looked before, just check out my video that I made when I was like, I think I was 21. I was 21. So that was 3 years ago. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. So guys, this is the month of October. This is the October, I'm gonna call it October diaries, and I'm gonna put 2025. So if people like, and this is for me too, like, this is me, you know, that's why I'm sharing you about the guy, about the friends and all that. So when I go back, when I look back, when I'm 30 years old, and I say, hey, let me go back to the October diaries of 2025, when I was 25 years old, or 5 years ago. I can, well, not 25, when I was 24 years old. And I could be like, ooh, dang. And then I could talk about, I'm like, ooh, I remember not doing it, and this, that, and that happened. Or shit, that dude might not turn out to be my husband. Because, you know, God works in mysterious ways, but shit, I don't know. This is his, I don't know if this is his concoction. So I'm not about, I don't even know if I can please say God did it, because, you know, he could have did it. So yeah. And yeah, that's the end of this video. If you know, stay till the end, put in the link October diaries, or just put 2025, like, because one day, y'all, I know that I'm gonna make it big, and I know that y'all gonna be looking at this and be like, dang, who's he talking about? Y'all gonna be in my Instagram, look it. And the dude might pop out, like, she was talking about me. I'll be like, it's Cloud. But y'all might look back, and y'all, or it might be my friends, and they be like, is he really felt that way? I didn't know. And I'm gonna be like, okay. But by that point, I'm gonna be like, I'm not, no, like Dre said, no new friends, no new. And I know they said stick down for you. I'm not sticking down for the day ones, because the day ones, that means they not the state ones. So, but yeah, so that's the end of this video. We had like 40 minutes. This video is long as hell. It's just recapping of what everything that's happened. It's something else that happened, but I think that's too close to home, because I don't know how that situation is gonna pan out by the end of the year. But if something does happen between here and now, I probably will divulge in that situation. But nah. But yeah. And this is me. Y'all seeing me at this highest weight, you know, y'all gonna see me at a smaller weight. Next year my hair will be longer. So all right, so I'm gonna say this too. Let me see what else. Anything else? I know I'm getting my hair done this month. I want to see a dermatologist. I need to get glasses. Those are the things that I need to figure out before this year ends. Next year, I got to get my teeth looked at, cavities filled, all that. Then I got to get braces. Once I get braces, you know, yeah. Sometime this year, I'm going to get my nails and my toes done. Don't know when, but I will. I'm going to get my nails and toes done. I'm still trying to figure that out. And I got to save it for a car. I think I told y'all about peak season at my job, but I'm going to get a car by January is when I'm going to get a car. January is a car, and then later on is an apartment. So, all right. Bye.